Okay, guys, here's how you access your course mastery, and you can work to raise your percentage in our current unit, Get Ready for Expressions, Equations, and Inequalities. So when I log into Khan Academy, it brings up my two courses. Right now, I should be enrolled in Get Ready for 6th grade and 6th grade. You can see I put the goal of due on May 28th, but that's kind of a movable goal. It could be before, could be after. So I'm going to click on that, and that is going to take me to all of the Get Ready units. So ratios, rates, and percentages, arithmetic operations, negative numbers, equations, and inequalities in geometry. So at this point, we should have completed these two, or should be close to completing. I didn't give you a percentage that I wanted you to complete. So you're not looking at anything right now. That might be something we might do later on in the years. We kind of start reviewing some of the things that we did at the beginning of the year. But right now we're focusing on this one, Get Ready for Equations, Expressions, and Inequalities. So I'm going to click on that, and that's going to take me here. So you can see right now in this account, I have multiple Khan Academy accounts. I'm showing as 15% mastered. This is where I'm trying to get you to show 90% mastered. So a lot of you have the question, how do I do that? Okay, so here's how you do that. First, you start by taking the unit test. Okay, and many of you did well on the unit test, but you're finding that it still didn't get you all the way to mastered. So you have two options. And here's why. That is because there are only 13 questions on this unit test, and there are more skills and more questions needed than just that one unit test. So you have two options. Option one would be to take the unit test again, and to maybe it will ask you some different questions from different skills, and it will raise that percentage. That's option one. Option two would be to go through and to either start or practice anything on here that it asks you to practice. So the only thing that right now I'm showing as mastered is the factor pairs and powers of 10, right? Everything else for me, I could go back in and practice. So by doing that, you can see every time I practice and I level up and I fill up this little tower, I'm going to get more percentage points. Okay, so let me show you. For example, if I represent the commutative property of multiplication. So if I practice the skill, what two number lines could be used to represent 9 times 5? Okay, so 9 times 5 is either 9 groups of 5 or 5 groups of 9. So this would represent 9 groups of 5, and this would represent 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 groups of 9. So those would be the two ways. Owen has 36 pencils. What are two ways you can group these pencils? So we could have 9 groups of 4. We could have 4 groups of 9. Which expression represents that following picture? So I have 2 in each group, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 groups. So that would be 8 times 2. And there are 2 answers, so I'm going to select those 2 answers. So you can see I'm leveling up. I'm collecting points as I complete these. So 7 times 6, that's either going to be 7 groups of 6 or 6 groups of 7. And that's going to be those 2 right there. Okay, so I completed that skill. And then you can see it earned me 330 energy points. That bumped me to 7, that moved me 7 percentage points, right? So each time I do a skill, it's going to move that percentage up. It's going to add energy points, and it's going to move that percentage up. Okay, so you can do that by completing the skills individually, or by continuing to take the unit test as many times as needed to continue mastering those skills. And I hope that helps. If you need any further assistance, I'll be happy to hop on a one-on-one Zoom call with you and do a screen share. Thanks, guys.